So I was ordained as a pastor back in 2014, April 6, 2014. Um, Now, it was an accomplishment. For me now, I will always be a pastor on a legal battle, I guess, but I'm not functioning in it. It's like being a cop. I'm like, I could be a cop, but just not functioning as a cop. But I could always investigate because you've learned how to investigate as a police officer. So I was a pastor. I am still a pastor, but I'm just not pastoring a church. So I still know my theology and my divinity, but just one of those things. So it's like I could tell you about the Bible. I could teach you the Bible because that's what there's five gifts to to the ministry. There's the teacher, there's the pastor, there's the evangelist, there's the prophet, and there's the apostle. There's the five gifts. I do the teaching. I can be a pastor if I choose to be, or if God allows me to be. Again, I can evangelize. Apostles are just those who set things in order. Prophets who just speak the mind of God. I function in all the gifts. But now, seeing how I know my function and I know how the church functions, I will never be the typical pastor, held in this box of just doing what everybody else does. I'm never gonna be the typical pastor. I've looked myself in the mirror and really said, people will never see me as a typical pastor. They will never see me as a typical pastor. Never. Like I've had to come to grips with that. They will never see me as a typical pastor. I've never looked like the typical pastor. I never preached like the typical pastor. I've never spoke like. That's the reason why my life is the way it is. I have something beyond just a pastor. Duh. So I realize, if you're looking for that typical pastor, and the Lord said, and God is gonna bless you. If you're looking for that, man, go and find it. You're not gonna find that from me. I tell you to. I'm gonna tell you the real ugly truth. I'm never gonna be held in this little box of what people think I should function like, how I should sound like, because my ministry is bigger than just one church. My ministry covers all of the churches under the body of Christ. So when I know who I am, if you're trying to find holier than thou, go to the Pope. You want that sweet, soft thing, that glow, that myth. Go to the Pope. That's what the Pope is for. Go to the Pope. You like the Pope? Go Pope. Go to the Pope. Me, I'm not the Pope. I don't even think the Pope is actually technically a gift containing the biblical standard. But, again, whatever. I've looked for the word Pope in the Bible. I just still have not yet found it. No, so now I'm just saying I refuse to ever be what everybody else wants me to be. I'm just not. It's rather, if you coming to me to learn something from the Bible, come to me. I'll teach you whatever it is, because that's what I'm called to do. I'm called to teach you what I know biblically. Now, if you don't want to hear it, you have your standards and all that good stuff, then go to the Pope. Because everybody talking about biblically, I still can't find the word Pope in the Bible. I've read it back and forth and yet never found that word Pope. So everybody else, go to the Pope. Because there was only five gifts given to the church, which was the teacher, the pastor, the evangelist, the prophet, and the apostle. So go to Pope.